Hi, I'm Jace. I'm a biologist, classical singer, and former competitive dancer. And today I am going to be having a look at Stray Kids' performance at the PPX opening, which I am super excited about. So I haven't watched this yet. I saw that it came out and I saw a little bit of like clips and spoilers and whatever from it, and I knew that I needed to do a video on it because it looks like it is going to be such an interesting performance with props and costumes and like live singing, and just I am very, 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 very excited for this. So I am not going to waste time chatting. I am just going to jump straight in. Right, here we go. Very cinematic sound in this opening section. It's shot as well. Back to the beginning. His prop work is so good, and the timing to get the specific movements meeting with the imaginary enemies so that there's the cling, cling, and shh noise is great. The way those bits of his fringe catch the light in that scene was very cool. Okay, I'm going to do this piece by piece because there's so much going on. A lot of what I will use for reference here will be my experience in Taiwan as an exchange student, because I'm quite familiar with the culture and things, and there are a lot of similarities. They're definitely not the same, but there are a lot of similarities between a lot of the cultural art forms in Korea and China and Taiwan. So the lions and the lion dance, it's amazing. The faces of these lions are interesting. They look not quite lionish. They very interesting. And then the dancing with the sleeves. I know in China there is I don't know what it's called, but there is a specific dance with the long sleeves and the way you move them and manipulate them and everything. And I'm assuming there is a similar thing in Korea. And this is really, really interesting, looking at their sleeves and the way they're moving them. Normally, the sleeves would be just full sleeves attached properly to the clothes, but the ones that they're using are just tied on at the wrist, it looks like. And I'm assuming that's so that they can take them off for performance stuff later. Jemima, get... Let us go back then to the beginning of that section. So the end of Bang Chan's sword dance, which is actually another traditional dance done by both men and women, so it's not a gender-specific thing. The sword dance is just a display of agility and grace and strength. What does that remind me of? Dum dum da di da dum dum dum. There's a movie soundtrack that has Oh Jemima. Is it a movie soundtrack that has? No, it's a Stray Kids song. It's Thunderous. It's Thunderous. It's the beginning of Thunderous. Let's try that once more. It makes me wonder. So with the music for that sleeves and lion dance section being the beginning of Thunderous, which has hanbok and lion dance in it, which is really interesting, and a bunch of other traditional things. There's traditional instruments. It's kind of a blend of modern and traditional Korean culture, which, considering this is for a culture thing, is very fitting. They've chosen their bits, their song selection, their choice is very good. Up what that was. This is definitely Thunderous. I wonder what flute they're using. I have a Korean flute, and I suspect it might be of the same kind that they're using there. But my cat has just sat down on my lap and calmed down from being a chaos, so I am not going to disturb her to get up and go and get it. In my video for Thunderous, I did oh, she's grumpy. Are you cold, baby? Is that the problem? In the video that I did for Thunderous, I kind of brought out both my Korean flute and the dizi that I have, which is a Chinese flute that's got a little membrane on it, and it makes a really high piercing sound. And there is a Korean equivalent of that instrument. So if you are curious about those, can go and have a look at them there. I'm not disturbing the grumpy cat for that. Right, the actual dancing though. Getting the sleeves to move all at a similar timing is quite a trick. I've done a lot of work with flags and that sort of thing, poi and stuff as well. And yeah, trying to get even just 3 people to get the timing of a fabric movement so well synchronized is very difficult. It's very, very well done. And it's Lino, Songmin and Han.
풍악을 울려라 소리를 키워라 무대가 떠나가게 풍년이 우리를 반긴 대함성 소리가 들려나지 나 밤이나 고맙게 때려박히.
Okay, no idea what he's saying, but we have a bintro and it's amazing. Just the power in his voice. It's just quiet, 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 and then this voice just comes out and it's just grabs your attention and your focus and everything.
풍악을 울려라 소리를 키워라 무대가 떠나가게 풍년이 우리를 반긴 대함성 소리가 들려나지 나 밤이나 고맙게 때려박히는 날찬 맡드는 대장금의 만찬 장치를 열어 축배를 들어 상탄이 부러지는 밥상 가자.
Yep, there we go. Thunderous. One thing that I always say about Changbin is how much he emphasizes his consonants. You can really, really hear it there with this mic rather than a studio mic that's got a pop filter. The power and force that he puts behind every consonant, particularly P's, he spits them, and like, yeah, it's fantastic.
밥상 가자. 소리를 지르는 내가 서 창빈이라다 내 자리는 내가 취한다 대들은 터프하게 트랙을 폭주하는 기관차 마친 허리케인이 뒤집어진 우산 에이 잔소리 꼬리쇼 우리 좋구나.
Okay, the instrumentation is interesting. That flute in the background is a bamboo flute of some description. I don't think it's one like the Dizi that's got the membrane. It doesn't quite have the feeling, that high-pitched buzzing. So I think it's just a normal flute without any funny bits and pieces.
소리를 지르는 내가 서 창빈이라다 내 자리는 내가 취한다 대들은 터프하게 트랙을 폭주하는 기관차 마친 허리케인이 뒤집어진 우산 에이 잔소리 꼬리쇼 우리 좋구나 아무거나 어서 돌아가쇼 여기 나무랄 데가 없니 납작해질 리 없는 콘텐츠 핏대와 함께 세운 조티 훨씬 더 웅장하게 되는 경적 소리
Okay, and then there's a stringed instrument in there that reminds me of... Oh, come on, I can't remember what it's called now, the name. It's got a little box. It's usually covered in like a snakeskin and either a single or double set of strings, and the bow is looped around the instrument. I will find the names and whether there's a Korean equivalent, because this is obviously the Chinese one that I'm talking about. It's very difficult to play. I tried while I was there, and the way you tension the bow is really interesting because you use your finger as well, and it's completely... The concept is similar to Western strings like the violin and whatever, but the way you play it is completely different. It's super interesting. And I could hear that sort of thing in the background there. I may be wrong. It's either that or it's a double reed instrument, which would kind of be the East Asian equivalent of an oboe. the way the sound, so the attack of the sound, the shape of the way the sound starts, there are kind of characteristics of different instruments, and you can sort of tell what kind of instrument it is by the shape of the attack of the sound when you play a note. And you can see that sort of thing in spectrograms and other things. It's kind of the shape of the sound, and in waveforms and things you can see it as well. And the attack of the beginning of those notes makes me think it's strings rather than a woodwind instrument. That's strings. And all of them in hanbok of varying descriptions. Oh. I want to know the instrumentation for this so badly because it's so cool. That sounds like something plucked, also strings, but something plucked rather than with a bow. So a little bit like what would be a Chinese qin, a guqin. Similar to how you play a harp. It could also be picked with a plectrum, which is kind of what it sounds like. So similar to picking a guitar with a plectrum or a pick rather than using your fingers. It produces a different sound. Ah, this is so cool. And I'm not... And there's cymbals and bells and stuff in the background too.
Why you mad? Why you sad? Why you tick tick tick? I don't fan you. 헐레리 걸 멋있는 척들이 양들 발끝 저절로 따라오지 못해 여기 내 팬들 들어봐 질투가 정말 쪽으로 지워놓고 버려
I am just entranced. I'm probably going to watch this more than once. That was an interesting one by Sungin. Chant fell over.
Okay. 원래 삐딱해 소리는 일단 배 맘에 안 들면 들 때까지 말 대답해 final one and then back up back up take up back up 하마는 내
Why are we lagging so much? I have found an alternate version. I am going to just watch it from the beginning because why not? I think the quality of this one might be a bit better. Much of a muchness. The way the writing on the big screens mimics Chan's movements is really cool, and it's a big pity that we can't actually see it with the camera because of how focused on him it is. Interesting little knee thing there from Nino.
풍악을 울려라 소리를 키워라 무대가 떠나가게 풍년이 우리를 반긴 대함성 소리가 들려라 지나 밤이 나고 막히 때려 박히는 날찬
so that he can hear what's going on in the venue.
자치를 열어 슈페를 들어 상탈이 부러지는 박장 가자 소리를 지르는 내가 서 장빈이라다 내 자리는 내가 취한다 편으론 터프하게 트랙을 폭주하는 힘맞춰 원친 허리케인이 뒤집어진 우산 에이 잔소리 꼬리쇼 우리 좋구나 나무꾼은 어서 돌아가쇼 여기 나무랄 데가 없네 납작해질 리 없는 콘덴스 핏대와 함께 세운 조티 훨씬 더 웅장하게 되는 경적 소리 빵빵 싱빵빵 Here they come 악당무리의 뜨거운 피가 돌아 온몸에 번져 소문나 꾼들의 모임에 쏟아지는 눈빛이 Freezing cold but I know we'll live forever 해보는 태도는 여전히 할 말을 내뱉지 소리 푹 소리 푹 소리 푹
Somebody fell over a little bit at the end there.
And I'm sorry I'm dirty
And a nice growl from Felix.
Why you mad? Why you sad? Why you tick tick tick? I don't ban you. 허리를 거리니 멋있는 척들이 양들 발끝 저절로 따라오지 못해 여기는 팬들 들어봐 질투가 정말 쪽으로 지워놓고 버려 이제 come 하던 우리의 뜨거운 비가 돌아온 몸에 번져
Okay, I was just going to watch through with commentary, but that little bum bum from Han was...
정말 지워놓고 버려 이제 come
I don't know, there's something about the way Han dances, especially when he's got his arms out, that's really, really interesting. There's something interesting about the way they're mic'd. I feel like it's not as good as usual. The blend between their live vocals and the backing track is not as good as it usually is in their live performances. Because it's almost coming and going. Like sometimes you can hear them really well, and other times, even though they're obviously singing properly into the mic, it's kind of not there. And you can hear that really with Seungmin's harmony. Yeah. Like it sounds small. Sean definitely fell over. Like there, you can't hear Hyunjin properly at all. But then Lino, you can hear his live vocals much better. Oh, that Australian accent came out heavy there with Felix.
Yep.
Okay, Thunderous has the Korean instruments in the actual, in the record, in the studio track. So having them be more prevalent doesn't change the sound of it hugely much, because those sounds are already present in the album track. But not for this one. You can hear right from the beginning there's that string instrument there.
Who's 내 손이 어서 오십시오. 우리 가게는 참 메뉴가 고르기도 쉽죠. 시켜도 가면 만족하시 지나가던 나그네 비둘기 가시 가봐 그냥 가시 고기만 소식 나더러 틀어 음향 올리길 말해보 희생의 반응에 머리들어 라면도 자극적인 거 I want it 절대하게 올 때까지 연가시 그 바로이 경계 떠는 어서 마치 창조하는 소리 나는지 Because we're one of a kind 누구든 따라할 수 없는 날 On game 시작부터 우리 거 잠깐 더
Different flute. Is it a flute or is it a whistle? Interesting. It sounds quite similar to a penny whistle. The sound is a little bit like a penny whistle or a recorder, which is really interesting. It doesn't have that airiness that flutes often have. Actually, I'm just going to go back to the beginning of God's menu.
내 손이 어서 오십시오. 우리 가게는 참 메뉴가 고르기도 쉽죠. 시켜도 가면 만족하시 지나가던 나그네 비둘기 가시 가봐 그냥 가시 고기만 소식 나더러 틀어 음향 올리길 말해보 희생의 반응에 머리들어 라면도 자극적인 거 I want it 절대하게 올 때까지 연가시 그 바로 경계 떠는 어서 마치 창조하는 소리 나는지
My brain making me dance along. I really want to know about the instrumentation for this. Sorry about that. You can hear Hyunjin better here. Did you fall over, Baba? I'm sorry. Shame. She sat up and overbalanced and fell over. Go on, lie down again. Yeah, so you can hear Hyunjin better. Yeah, so they may be fixed stations. I want to know what that woodwind is.
씹어 너 눈치 보지 말고 저 막정이지 말고 와 비벼
내 손님 이게 우리 탕탕탕탕
Ooh. Was that?
손님 이게 우리 탕탕탕탕
It is! That's flutter tonguing. Basically, you're going in your mouth with your tongue while playing the woodwind instrument, and it comes up and it goes. It kind of makes a. Yeah. Cool. Nice to hear that technique.
내 손님 이게 우리 탕탕탕탕 이게 우리 탕탕탕탕 어서 오십시오 미각에는 참내 누가 부르기도 쉽죠 지켜도 감을 만족하지 지나가던 나그네 비둘기까지 같이
Okay. Putting Chungmin in a sleeveless top was a fantastic idea. Whoever did it, kudos to you. He should get every opportunity to show off his arm muscles. Particularly because he's so proud of them, but like... Okay, I'm sorry, I've skipped the S-class bit because...
Stray Kids, K-Tigers, PPX, hip hip,
Nice.
hip hip, hip hip. We will be forward, we measure more power, and we're gonna dominate popping. 장식까지 빙is topping. 여친은 수많은 trophy. No one, nobody can stop me. 수많은 어깨는 도닦이. Jump up like a pop-up toaster. Working off time, that ratio got us going worldwide. Thirsty day night, they put us in a desert where we survive. Easy give you an ally, like them we're getting a little spotlight. Listen to the word cry. Come on.
Hang on, what was that little thing? Who was in front? Was it Hyunjin?
Survive. Easy give you an ally, like them we're getting a little spotlight. Listen to the word
Yes.
cry. Come on.
Ah, that little duck, step, jump to get out of the way thing that he does is really cool. I don't think I've noticed that before. It's just a nice little detail. Instead of just ducking out of the way, it adds some interest. Also, Ceremony has such bouncy choreo. Like, they're up and down, jumping all over the place.
Listen to this where we survive. Easy give you an ally, like them we're getting a little spotlight. Listen to the word cry.
And credit to them that their vocals are still so stable with all of the jumping around.
Hip hip, hip hip.
Come on.
Ceremony. Hip hip, hip hip, hip hip. Ceremony. Hip hip, hip hip, hip hip. Did it, 소리 질러 와 slide 반지 kiss 뭐 상마치고
Wait, what did we do today?
Did
he lick him? Yes, he did. Okay, but this central bit of the ceremony, Lino does so well. From here, where he's got the point with the hands and the kick, just like.
Ceremony. break 질러 와 slide 반지 kiss 뭐 말아 내 상마치 부캐 말아 내 두 손은 두둑해 바쁠 때는 콘들 세게 겹대 but that's okay so 가면 또 준비 I feel like you boom 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 You and I let's go celebrate 이 상태는 엄청나 Big big 터진 emergency We don't care show you the urgency 여기저기 look our paradise 어디까지 갈지 상당히야 시끌시끌 북적해 우리 근처는 언제나 소음 발생이야 Work it up time the rest you got us going work
He's dancing hard. It's not often that you see Lino out of breath enough that it affects his vocals in a performance. You've seen it today. He's dancing really, really hard. And I mean, I can see that. In ceremony in general, he does put a lot into the dancing. And I mean, this is a special performance. It's a special performance, so I'm not surprised that they're going all out and a little bit harder than usual. But yeah, if even Lino is winded, then you know they're working hard.
Look our paradise 어디까지 갈지 상당히야 시끌시끌 북적해 우리 근처는 언제나 소음 발생이야 Work it up time the rest you got us going worldwide Thursday day night they put us in the dance of we survive
My favorite little movie thing there.
Listen to the work right Come on, come on, come on, come on
Nice.
Hip 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 Come on, come on, come on, come on Sermon Sweet Hip 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 hip
They are sweating lots, all of them.
Sermon Hip 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 hip
Yeah, we're gonna celebrate cause we got good come That's how come
Yeah, we gon' celebrate cause we got it Ceremony
Yeah, tired boys, all of them. That was absolutely fantastic, just as good as I was expecting it to be. And I am gonna go and watch that again in my own time because there is so much more that I want to kind of go back and look at the specific little details and listen to specific parts and whatever. I was just so captivated by the instrumentation, particularly in this one. Anytime that there's an instrument that I don't really recognize or can't quite pick up on what it is, I just want to go and figure out what exactly the instrument is that's making the sound. Because I'm very familiar with the Western orchestral and classical instruments. So to have non-Western instruments is a bit of a treat. It's a lot of fun to be able to listen and go, okay, I think it's this, and it's kind of related to this group of instruments. So whether it's strings or woodwinds or percussion or brass or whatever, so trumpet type things, it's fascinating. I love music of all descriptions, and new interesting instruments are something that makes me really excited. I hope you enjoyed that performance of theirs as much as I did, and that some part of it excited you as much as the instrumentation excites me, because I'm thrilled. That was so much fun, and I'm assuming it's Bangchan that did the arrangement, and I just want to sit him down and pick his brain. Like, yeah, I want to sit him down and pick his brain about the instrumentation and the arrangement and So yes, on the very much off chance that somebody sees this who can actually have any influence over the situation, I really want to know about the instrumentation and arrangement of the music for that, because it was so interesting. Please and thank you. Yeah, but otherwise that's me done for now, and I will see you next time. Bye.